Young people are very much aware that Christians have dealt with politics in a way that actually wasn't biblical.
Politics is essentially trying to answer the question of how do we live together and how do we solve the big problems of the world together.
The decisions that get made in the public square are ones where we're contributing to the well-being of a whole community. And I think Christians can't be people who sit on the sidelines.
God put us here to have an influence and actually to create more human flourishing. Politics is a strong way to do that.
But people feel as though they're politically engaged because they're arguing with one another on social media. But they don't know who their neighbors are. They don't know who their city council person is.
There's so much vitriol and so much polarization. I think that that's an incredible opportunity for us to evangelize.
Christians aren't necessarily healing the divides. Sometimes we're actually perpetuating them. And so until we deal with politics in a different way, we're going to be adding to the problem instead of fixing the problem. I have to find a way to help Christians distinguish themselves within political parties. Because it's okay to be allies, but at some point we have to be distinctive. If you look at the gospel, Christians aren't here primarily to protect themselves. We're here to serve God through serving others, whether they are Christians or not.
A lot of people feel like public service, is not for them. Most of what I'm doing, almost any of us actually could do. I don't think loving my neighbor is just like soup kitchen work. I think showing up and figuring out like what the tax rate should be for your town budget or where solar panels are gonna go. All those things I think are loving my neighbor. And the more of us who believe in public work as being like a physical manifestation of love for each other, I think that's really important.
Senator Tim Scott.
We're going to have more traction under the wheels of the American dream. We're going to have to make sure that traction comes with it being alive and well for the least of these. If you're going to deal with $23 trillion of debt, if you're going to deal with a worldwide pandemic, you better be anchored in something bigger than yourself.
The process matters, and the spirit with which we engage is tremendously important. And I think that we need to be very careful not to lose perspective.
You don't go to politics as if you're going to find your grandest hopes and dreams there, because politics is about the frame of maintaining life, but the center of the picture is the things you want to be free to do with your liberty.
My message to Christians especially, we need you here at the table. Really the work it's about all of us pulling together.